Hi there. In this video, we're going to be looking at doing an inner join or an inner merge inside of Power Query. And so our example is this. We've got a recommend a friend campaign. So we want to send an e-coupon to our roughly top 100 customers, but we don't have emails for all of them. We do have a table of our top 100 customers, but it doesn't necessarily include their email. We also have a table of all the customers who have emails. This table includes their address. What we want is a new table which only includes customers that appear in both lists. So we want only the customers where they are one of the top 100 customers and we have their email. So let's go look at the tables. So if we're over here, this first table is the table that has the top 100 customers. So if you see like here with customer ID, there's no real rhyme or reason to it. This is just the top 100 customers, right? And it's got their name, their first name, their last name, and their sales rank. So if we can rank it, rather than ranking it by customer ID, we can rank it, let's do it, rank descending. So this is in fact, let's do this one. So apparently Todd is the #1 selling customer and Valentine is the #2 selling customer. And we can rank it by customer ID and we can see that these two do not match up. Because over here we've got a table of all the emails that we've got. So we have all these different email addresses and each email address is associated with one customer ID. But there's going to be certain people on the top 100 selling customer list that don't appear in this list. They don't have an email address. There's going to be people that we have an email address for that aren't one of our top 100 selling customers. So what we need is a new table that only includes rows where the customer ID appears in both row, essentially, which is to say they're both a top 100 selling customer and we have their email address. So let's go ahead and do that. To start off with, whenever we're doing a query inside of Power Query and we're doing any kind of join, we need some sort of reference to each one of the tables we're going to be joining together or merging together. So for now, it doesn't really matter. Let's say that this is going to be the right table, the table that we're going to merge into this table. Doesn't really matter. We're going to head over to Power Query. We're going to get our data from a table. Oh, by the way, you know what I didn't do? Hold on. We're in innerjoin.xlsx, by the way, and we're here we were in the overview sheet. Now we're in the table sheet. Okay, so onward and upward and forward, I suppose. So let's get the data from a table. So we're going to change this name from table 2 to just query emails. Sure, sounds good to me. Okay, so we're going to head at the close and load. We're going to click the little bottom part of the button to get close and load to. So we don't need to actually load this into a table. All we want to do is create a connection so that we can join it to the other query. Okay, great, we got our connection there. And so let's see. We already have one. So this one, I guess I did this before we started. So let me go ahead and delete that one. Nope, we're going to delete that one. This is the one we just made. Yep. Okay, so now we've got the query for the emails. Let's get the query of the top 100 customers. Same deal. I'm going to get data from a table. And we could create a reference, another one, and just do it that way. But let's just do it this simple way. So currently we've got this table right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to join it to that other table we just created. So if we look over here, here's the one we just built a reference to, and here's the one we're currently on right now. So what we'll do is we'll click over here. We're going to go to Merge Queries. Right? So it's going to ask, well, what table do you want to merge on? Do you want to merge on itself? No, we don't want to merge on itself. We're going to merge on Query Emails. Okay, so now we've got our two tables, and the question is, what columns are we going to merge on? Well, again, customer ID appears in both tables. That's a pretty good indicator. Not always perfect, but we could tell, like right now, that customer ID, clearly, these values seem to be the things that we're looking at. However, this isn't a left outer join. We're not just going to add columns to this table up here. We only want sort of the intersection of these two tables, the ones where the customer ID appears in both. So we're going to change the join kind from left outer to inner. Okay, and that's what that means. So an inner join is a join where we only include rows where this key appears in both tables. Okay, which is why, let's see. So now I click OK, and we're going to, let's see, expand this guy. We don't need customer ID because it already appears in this table. We're going to uncheck use original column name with prefix and click OK, and there we go. And notice we have 53 rows in this table, and if we come up here, we had 100 rows. So that basically means that there's 47 people that were in the top 100 customers but did not have email addresses. So this is sort of the intersection of those two things. Okay, well, yeah, that's an example of how you can use an inner join or an inner merge here in Power Query. You won't use it as often, but every once in a while it does come in handy. Okay, well, I do hope that was helpful, and I will see you next video.